Now I would like to go down and see if I can climb up under that locomotive and take a look at that. This is the diesel tank, and I can't even see how big it is, but you can get the well, wait a second, we can get the dimensions there. It looks like it goes all the way underneath the train. So it's about 2 feet deep, probably 8 feet long, and the width of the train, which is probably 10 or 12 feet. The box cars. Okay, let's go around the front of the other side of this thing, see if I can get in it. But look at the massive springs. 6 wheels in the front, 6 wheels in the back. A heavy, heavy piece of equipment. The age of steel and iron. The age of mass compared to today's word. The electronic, the information, the bits of information. But I could get into that engine compartment if I can get up here, so I gotta figure a way to get up there. And I think I just found it. One of these old engines. First time in my life I've ever seen what's inside of these things. That looks like some kind of air infiltration or heat dispenser or something there. And that's a motor that probably has a fan, and connected to these things were probably vents of some sort. Here's a smaller kind of an engine, which is interesting. Don't know if it runs off of the bigger engines or is ancillary to it. But here's the big one. When we get back here, we can get a look at it. Look at the size of that puppy. Wow. I didn't know it was inside here. I always thought the whole thing was solid engine. Didn't realize you could move around, that the outer shell here was just that, a shell, to make it pretty. All the wiring. Engineer's toilet. Wash basin. I never knew that. Another aisle down there. It's perhaps carrying exhaust, that big pipe there. That's sucking in air there. Filter of some sort. Lots and lots of heavy duty wiring. Now we're into the engineer's place. Engineer's front area. So let's climb up into the seat. Okay. So here we are. And there's the view I'd never had. What a view. No wonder engineers loved their jobs. What a magnificent view that they constantly had. These probably some devices for controlling speed, braking, etc. RPMs for the engine. Generator amps. The Quansing reservoir, whatever that is. Don't know. PB flow indicator. That must have gone there. I wonder if that was the brake there. And did he sit with his feet in like that? Let's see if I can do it. What's this thing? Oops. Well, I guess we're going to be going faster to see if it changes anything. Nope. Okay. Maybe that's the way he sat. Just like this. Wear pattern, you had the wear patterns at the bottom, so he would have sat just like this. And this cover here would have been in there and flush with the floor. A little stairway so he could reach out, put his feet like that on the flat part of it. Huh. Now I wonder what that was for. That wheel. Interesting. And what was ahead of us inside this box thing here, this door? Let's look and see. I have to be careful here. I'm here at my own risk, of course. Son of a bitch, it's moving. No, it's not moving. Well, I don't know what this was. Maybe this was a firebox of some sort. I don't know why they would have a firebox. Diesel rig. Well, by golly. This was where the kings rode. King of the rails. What Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain was to ferry boats, this man was to trains. Look at the magnificent view and that big light that would have shone out in front. A lot of noise though. I wonder how many of them went deaf. Even to me once, when I was either on the Oregon Trail or someplace like that, someplace remote, made wave back. Oh, giant, giant. Maybe someday you'll be resurrected. And once again, ply some rails. There must be a generator there of some sort. Who knows? Fun experience. I don't think this is any different than the ones we've seen. Nope. Certainly these are used. Well, there's books of records. Daily cash up sheet. It's interesting to know that this was used recently. This is probably being cannibalized to update one of the other trains that would be used for exhibit. With the air conditioning, it might have been fun to sit out here in chairs and feel the breeze and smell the air as the train went through all these places. And this one, on the other hand, is probably some kind of cattle car. I don't quite know about its design, unless the lower part's to let sheep out, and the upper part's upper door you only use for cows or something. I don't know. A specialty car. For what purpose, I don't know. But here are the metal ties with a curious little clasping device. They also use cement, and that's what they use on the new line. So let's wander down the halls and see what we see. A metal stamped roof. The bright bare light bulbs. Here's the access into each unit. But how you get in it was a darn good question. Maybe you didn't. Maybe that's just... Oh, I see. That's the back of the kitchen. So you didn't get in there. There's the old kitchen. The ice boxes, I don't know if they were refrigerated. Visitors, please do not open cupboards or chests. The stoves, probably coal-fired or wood-fired. Just imagine how this was in its heyday. What a treat it must have been. What a modern thing it must have been. How transitory the concept of modern has become. And here the dining and lounge car, where they would have sat me down and gave me my Boston cream pie and milk on the trip from Toronto to Brandon, Manitoba when I was 10 and 12. How many love affairs died here? How many were born? How many revitalized? What great ventures of business what intriguing artistic concepts were developed here. Ah, the stories. This would appear to be the bar car. I'm sure without the really neat furniture that probably populated this. Another, probably did cooking also, I guess, in here. Not that old that this train was riding the rails. An exit. So this train may be old, but its usage was not that long ago. It was 65 or something that I just read, or 95. Toilet. And what's interesting is a couple of bunk beds. I wonder what these were used for. Why would you have them in the toilet? Unless this originally was the porter's toilet. Okay, we're at the end. What's behind this? Just a coat place. And the porter could put his clothes or your jacket